Hello, friends. Welcome back to your channel, Accounts Guru. Myself, Dr. Vikas Vijay, author of Together with Accountancy and Business Studies. So, my dear students, now you are having your 12th class board major exam on 3rd of December. That is English subject. And let me tell you, English subject is the most important subject for your college admissions. Yeah, because it is a one among the subject because you need English plus four other subjects. And for that, like every year from last 2 3 years, we have been inviting a special guest, a mentor or an expert for this particular subject English, and she is none other than Mrs. Jaspreet Kaur. And let me tell you, students, from the last 3 4 years, she is a mentor to our students at this platform Accounts Guru, and the students are enjoying her classes, her tips and tricks every year. And the very first video, you must have seen the video on this platform Accounts Guru. On the very first video, we had the views of 90K around, so it shows like what sort of quality she has got. In this year 2021, for the term 1, we have invited her to guide you, to tell you what all is being expected in this examination, what are the common mistakes you're going to commit, how to deal with your studies, and what in best way you can prepare for this coming examination. Fine. So I am really excited for today's session, and without wasting time, let me invite Jaspreet ma'am. We welcome you on this platform Accounts Guru. बहुत बहुत स्वागत है आपका, और इस साल भी आपने हमारी रिक्वेस्ट को माना. वी आर रियली इंडेप्टेड टू यू. सो ओवर टू यू, जसप्रीत मैम. हेलो जसप्रीत मैम, वेरी
Thank
वेरी
you, sir.
या सो कैसे हैं मैम, हाउ आर यू? एंड वंस अगेन थैंक यू for joining us and
Namaste.
helping our kids on this platform. And ma'am is very generous in spite of being so busy. As you must be knowing, she's an expert for the English, not only for the CBSE level, but even for the higher level, even for the IELTS. She's an expert for the IELTS preparation. So for that also, if any student want some help, she's always there. So ma'am, now we have got 7 days left almost tentatively, and we would love from your side, what are the various tips which you can help them, because this is the very first time, because English is a subjective examination, but now since we have got in an MCQ form, the objective type questions will be there. So I would love that we must guide our students how to prepare for this particular examination, ma'am. Over to you, ma'am, Jaspreet ma'am.
Yes, thank you, sir. So, sir, my first point to all the children is that the countdown has begun. They always feel we'll do English. It will happen. We'll keep last 2 days for English. So that is actually not the right approach. First of all, they should start studying English at this very point of time. And as you said that it is not subjective now, I think in subjective, they still have a scope to write. There's a way in which they can express their views. So now we have the objective type of test. And if the kids are feeling that it's just, options are given, I have to tick and choose and write and I'll be done with the paper. So that is wrong. It may appear at the face value that question is there, options for the answers are there, and you can very easily tick and get the correct answer. No, it may be simple, yet understand this, that it's really very ambiguous also. Most of the time, the children who have been practicing, I think they'll be able to understand when I say that out of the 4 options, they feel that we can narrow down. You can keep on crossing out the wrong option, but still they get stuck with 2 options wherein either of them can be right. And they seem to be very close to each other. So remember, they are simple, but that level of ambiguity is there within it.
Yes, ma'am, very right. Yeah.
Yeah. So for you to understand, you need to read the questions properly. You need to read the options properly so that you know what is being expected out of it.
Exactly, ma'am. Very right. And ma'am, like, what do you feel like in our subject like business studies and accountancy and other subjects in science stream also, in mathematics especially, we give too much importance on NCRT books. So what do you feel like the NCRT also plays a equivalent importance in English also? Like
Sir,
student, they should, apart from the books, they should go for the NCRT also?
sir, for NCRT, we always say NCRT should be your Bible.
Yeah.
It is very important. And I think NCRT is the only weapon with which you can fight this battle.
Okay.
This is the only weapon, isn't it? So first thing is, children feel options are given and question is given. So there's nothing to be done. But no, why do the options become ambiguous? Why do they lack clarity? The reason is we don't know the text. First of all, you need to read your text. Now, since very few days are left, so pick up your NCRT, open your chapters, your prose part, your poetry part, you should be really very clear with that. Okay, so that is one thing. Second thing is, go through, sit with a pen or pencil when you are reading it, keep on marking the things, because when you read and it's not that you are reading the notes or you are reading the summary or you're reading something else from some other thing. It is the NCRT. Each and every word of NCRT has to be read, but you don't have to mug it up. Rote learning is not going to help you out. You have to be familiar with each and every point within the chapter. You know, each nook and corner of the chapter you should be aware of. If you know that this chapter had this particular thing, so first this happened, then this happened, then this happened. So if you have that thing in mind, let any question come, it is not going to scare you. You know, say 90-95% of the paper you will, your literature portion you will be able to tackle if you have gone through your NCRT, because that is the only key to open this law. Otherwise, it's very difficult to tackle it. On a guesswork, on the basis of estimation, we cannot attempt the paper. So we need to go through the NCRT, number one. Number two, we need to mark the important things. Those things which I feel that I should go through on the last day, just prior to the exam. I don't have to do this entire activity again because there's no time. So your marked things, when you read, it will be crystal clear to you. Then third is, don't mug up. Just try to understand each and everything. And if anything is not clear, I think you have your teachers in hand. So contact your teachers, get those points settled. Because if everything is settled, one, awareness will happen. Second, confidence will be boosted.
Very right, ma'am. Rightly said, and very valuable advice, kids. So please do take care of the NCRT book also. It will also plays a very important role for your good marks in English especially. And one thing more, ma'am, like since the whole pattern has been changed, so what do you feel like to get good marks, student they should practice the full syllabus test or the
Exactly.
chapter wise, how they should prepare for this examination, and what will
So,
be the pattern of the paper, and how many questions will be there total, and how many they have to attempt, so how they should start their preparation with the papers.
sir, one, when I said chapter wise, topic wise, they should start reading the NCRT, and it will not take much time. We
Yes.
have half the syllabus, and then from there also, a lot of it has been deleted. They don't have much to read. So if
Okay.
they pick up topic wise, one chapter they read on one particular day, and then maybe in the beginning of the day, towards the end, one poetry portion they can pick up. And it will take 2 or 3 days, they'll be able to finish up this activity. But once they take, for example, the first chapter of Flamingo, the last lesson, if you people pick up, read the chapter, and then lay your hands on MCQ questions of that chapter.
Fine.
Go through a few questions of that chapter. And then in the evening, probably you pick up My Mother at 66, a small poem, go through it, understand it, and then pick up a few questions in the MCQ format from the poem. So 2-3 days, your literature portion will be done. In the meantime, I would suggest when you are doing this, because now you have to focus on English. We cannot let it go away, or half an hour we've studied, we feel, okay, fine, let's take up other subjects. Nothing doing. If you want to get marks in the subject, which is really very important, so you have to start doing it. So on one hand, you are working on literature. On the other hand, in between, during the day, I'm not saying you shut down all the other subject books. You are studying that. But in between, sandwich English into it.
Yeah.
All right. And if you sit throughout the day, it's a very subjective subject, then a saturation point will come very easily, because you are not even used to studying so much of this subject. So what you can do is, in between, pick up a few questions of notice writing, pick up a
Okay.
few questions of letter writing, that too in the MCQ format.
Fine.
You should know what is a standalone MCQ, how it can be there, how an extract based MCQ can be there. So this way you are taking care of the paper individually, section wise, topic wise. And then you move on to the full syllabus paper.
Okay.
And when you move on to the full syllabus paper, preferably take a printout of the OMR sheet according to the latest pattern, the way the CBSE wants you to mark the answers. All right. So when you do it, because what we have seen is children, there are certain very good children who are aware of what to do, how to do. Still, they are getting confused, because now that box thing that has got added, you have a question, you have the circles where the options have to be darkened, and then you have the box where you have to write the selected option. And then you have that next number, once again the number, wherein you have to darken it if you are leaving that question. If you are choosing it out, you are not attempting it. Okay, so managing all these things, there's nothing wrong. It's not a very difficult thing to be done because that is the only thing you have to do in your 90 minutes of the paper. You don't have to write your answers. Fine. So when you are going through your papers, please take the copies of OMR sheets the way they are going to come and transfer your answers over there. You'll actually realize how, the circle needs to be done, how you need to be very sure of your answer. And then you'll put that, darken that circle. Move ahead and then come back to the box where you have to put in the answer. For example, you chose option C for a particular answer. So you've darkened it, but now you have to write it in the box. So then you can write it in the box when you are doubly sure, because there are occasions when some confusion happens and when you come back to it, because in a hurry, in a kind of stressed moment, we feel this is the answer, but you've done rest of it, you come back to it, you're revising your paper, you realize, no, for this has to be the answer. So there, if the box is still empty, you have a scope of writing the best possible answer in the neat manner, the way it should be written. So these things, if you practice now and just have it in a flow, don't think that, okay, first I'll do all this, then I'll do all this. That moment will never come. Okay, so everything has to coincide, everything has to go hand in hand, so that beginning 2, 3, 4 days, if you start doing this today onwards, if you start practicing it in this manner, step 1 NCRT, step 2 individual topic based questions, and step 3 is your full syllabus test if you start taking. So then last 2, 3 days will still be left for your revision, and I think we can still talk at that time now how to utilize these 2, 3 days.
Very well, ma'am. Very well. And how many tests are sufficient, ma'am? Like for especially English in
Sir,
practical
endless.
subjects? Yeah.
Endless, because I believe now they should keep on doing every day till the time they are reading their chapters, because I presume many of them yet have to go through that one self-study of the chapter, one round of self-study. Okay, so when they are doing that, they should keep on, because they've been giving this pre-boards have been happening. So they are at least to a certain extent acquainted with the syllabus, so they can keep on taking the test every day. Why? Because one is content as far as is concerned. Second is transferring the answer on the OMR.
Okay.
Because there also mistakes will happen. And again, when we talk about the OMR, for example, question 1 has 10 questions. You have to pick and choose 8 out of that. So you please be very careful, read the instructions very carefully to know which question, how many parts have to be attempted, how many have to be left out, so that you can choose your best ones to do, and the place where you feel that there's little confusion, so you leave that out. And this pattern you need to be aware of from the very beginning. It's not that over there you start reading that, okay, here I have to leave this, here I have to leave these. You should know 2, 2, 1, 1, 4. This is how I have to leave the questions. Rest I can do.
Yes, ma'am. And ma'am, normally like we always have mixed lot of students. Okay. So with English, there would be certain students, those who would be starting their English subject now, like the whole like 4-5 months they would be busy in their accountancy, mathematics, or other subjects. So what is your advice to the student, those who are going to start English right now and they have
So
not studied much
this is
earlier?
what I was telling for those, because there are many students who I know have been very diligently studying,
Yeah.
and they have given 15 to 20 tests till now.
Okay.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Full syllabus test also, and then topic wise it has been endless. That
Fine.
is revise this topic. Okay, today we'll have a test of this topic.
Okay.
Okay, whether it is chapter wise or writing section or unseen passage. So they've given n number of tests, and full syllabus also they've done. So what I'm talking today is for those
Wonderful.
who have to yet start with it.
So it means like if they start right now, then also they can get good marks, at
So
least
they can.
respectable marks.
CBSE has done such wonderful cushioning for these children that I feel it is very difficult to get less marks and very easy to score very high, because it's just a very logical approach they need to have.
Exactly.
See, the other person can give us support, but it's within me to extend my hand to take that support. Otherwise, nobody can help me. So that extension of hand, they have to take out their books and they have to open them and pick up a pen or a paper and then start reading.
Yeah.
And then that has to be done very religiously, very diligently, very sincerely. This they
Exactly.
have to see.
And what I gathered from the student, like with this new pattern, like it has become like, maybe I don't know whether it has become tough, the English, because earlier you can write on your own what you want to express in your own words, but now you need to know the precise exactly what is being asked out of the four options. So I think this time the concept clarity is much more required in English as compared to the earlier format.
Sir, conceptual clarity was required otherwise also.
Okay,
See, what we are doing is a very subjective way of discussing the paper, isn't it?
fine, fine.
You and I are just having a very subjective discussion. So
Yeah,
can we have this discussion without knowing the thing we are talking about?
yeah,
So conceptual clarity was required then also, it is required now also. Simple thing is, sir, this is a test they have to take.
yeah.
How can we take a test without conceptual clarity? Let it be
Exactly,
anything.
exactly.
Isn't it? It's not that they could have done it earlier or they could do it now. Nothing of that kind. We are saying MCQ and this objective type and everything, but still, see, right is right and wrong is wrong.
Yeah, so why I asked this question, because many of my students they could not get the admission in the best colleges or the desired college like Sri Ram or Hindu Hansa, just because of that they scored very well good marks in the accountancy, maths, economics, BS, but they scored maybe around 88 or 89 in English. So what feeling they have, like अगर 5 number और आ जाते तो they could have got the admission in their dream college. So
Sir,
I feel the importance of English is always there, because it
Sir,
best
you
for.
and I discuss this thing every year. We have a list of students who get around 98, 99, or 100 in the other subjects and probably 70 plus in English because they didn't pay attention to it. So you
Exactly.
are an accounts teacher, you have these examples. I, being an English teacher, I receive calls from children, ma'am, I got this much in English, and because of that, my entire percentage has shot up.
Exactly, ma'am. And
So,
even this is happening with the brighter student also, ma'am, because
yes.
I have been a school teacher in one of the best school in Delhi, New Era. So maybe like the student, they feel that they are going to the private schools, so they have an English background, so they can manage easily. But what I feel, what we normally speak in English or writing in English or do WhatsApp on the social media, that English is a different thing. But what
Absolutely.
CBSE want is a different thing.
Absolutely. Because of social media, wrong English is more in practice. Number one.
Yeah.
Number two, I really agree with you when you say that children feel we are coming from private schools and we are educated at the background. We've got
Well
a
aware, yeah, the background.
family,
And they feel shy.
everything.
Sometimes they feel shy if they are
No,
taking.
sir, my only, whenever a child feels like this, my only point to the child is, okay, fine, because, I generally get parents complaint regarding their children that when it is English exam, when they come to enroll their child, it is then that they tell me, ma'am, when they have the English exam, they tell us, we know everything.
Yeah,
Nothing will come from within, anything can come. So they
exactly.
feel even if we don't study, we can get marks. So number one, nothing comes from anywhere else. Everything is within the frame. Number one. See, literature is very counted kind of questions. Your topics are within your hands. When we talk about writing section or unseen passages, the way we were discussing that day, sir, in a session that you had arranged.
Yeah,
So there also I told the children there is a pattern in which we have to attend the unseen passages. We have to tackle the questions of the unseen passages. As far as writing section is concerned, we know any letter can come. We know any notice can come, but because we know anything can come, so don't you think we should practice more? If I know out of only these 10 questions will come, so I'll practice those 10. But if I feel anything can come, so what I do with children is say we practice, I tell them we'll practice 100. Don't stick to that, 101 may come. But you've now developed a pattern that this is how it has to be done. And then another thing is if children, they shirk away saying that, it's very calculative and we can do it. Just one thing I would like to ask these children who just shirk away from studying English, who feel it will happen. I'll do it. I'll manage. Everybody does like this. Just for 5 minutes, take a topic and try speaking on that topic. That will check your ideas, your general awareness. It will check your flow of the language. It will check your confidence. Same, try writing a topic. Somebody gives you a topic and you write and give it away in 10 minutes. Because actually, if you write an article or if you write a letter, it should not take more than that. So if you are capable of doing that, then fine, you can let go of English till the last day. But I think if, sir, you and I also have to take a test of our subject, can we think of it that, okay, let it be.
no,
I'll
no,
do it. I am, an expert. No, I feel
no,
I'm not an expert. I'm learning every day. As it
exactly.
is, I feel it's a foreign language.
Yeah.
The day I start feeling I know everything, that is the day that fizz will go out, which should not happen. So how can children who are still there to take the exams think like this? This is actually a wrong thing. And they do realize, but when the realization happens, time is already out from their hands. So that is why, you have always been doing these attempts and you always keep on telling me to come and help them out.
Yeah.
So I hope that they understand this gesture and they understand the need. And now also, if they open up their books and if you people start studying, I guess the time is still there where everything can be managed.
So what I can feel like, since there is so much to be done in the English subject, I feel we can maybe, if time permits, and if you allow us, that we can have more of such session. Maybe if the student want, so they can just write in the chat box. Maybe we can plan certain few more sessions on particular topics also, ma'am, if you are available.
Yes, sir. Availability is such that now this time that is there, it's countdown for me also for the 12th board, for
Yeah.
my students as well.
Yeah.
So we are doing the same thing there. If anyone has a doubt, anyone has a query, any of these children who write up their doubts. So I think, yes, we can plan a session accordingly, according to the number of doubts. We can take up topic wise, we can take up, MCQ wise, whatever way they want, because that day also in that session,
Yeah.
children have different kinds of doubts.
Exactly.
So it's up to them. If they need, yes, we are there to help them out.
Yeah, so you can just pen down all your queries, doubts, what topic you want. So we will request ma'am to have more session in this coming week before the board exam. And maybe ma'am, if some of the student, they have even in the earlier batch also, they wanted your help. Maybe if you have a sort of some as a capsule course which you can help them and complete the entire syllabus and guide them. Is it possible if someone of them, they need some help?
Yes, sir. If they need, we can work it out. You and I are always there to help them out. Whenever last time also we made videos back to back, just few days before the exam, because the queries were coming up.
Exactly,
If they have the query, if they need it, we are always there to help them out. It's like they should, because this was very general that we could speak about.
Yeah.
Even if they follow these guidelines, many of them can get wonderful marks.
Sure.
They should go through their syllabus and they should attempt the paper in a very, very logical manner. Marks will be there.
Great, ma'am. So if you can just share your email ID, if they can just contact you, you can share the email ID. Plus, I can give you the mobile number at which you can just, if you want some personal help, a sort of short capsule course of entire full course revision for the term one. So you can note on the number is 987-141-7484. Fine. So you can just send your details and we will forward to ma'am. And meanwhile, ma'am can share your email ID also, ma'am. Yeah. So dear, you can just note it down: JASPREETFEB@gmail.com. Fine. So this is the email ID of ma'am. You can just contact her for any doubt, any query, and pen down in the chat box what all topics you want the session in this coming week. We will request ma'am to cater all your queries and doubts. Fine. So what is the final tip, ma'am, to conclude today's short session?
The tip is that they can still get 100%.
Okay.
The children
Wonderful.
that we are talking to, they can still get 100%. Only thing is they should remember before marking the answer, as I told, that there is a level of confusion that may happen. So they should understand that they are fully satisfied with the answer, then they should mark. Because as you were talking of the subjective thing, they cannot, it will never be zero. Some marks they get because it's a subjective thing. You think one particular manner, I think in another particular manner. So everything is right.
Yeah.
If we can justify our stand, but here it is either right or wrong. So either a full mark or a full zero.
Yeah.
So
there's no scope of half mark.
There is no scope of half mark or in points or anything. So that is gone. Gone is gone. So that they have to be very, very careful about before putting it down on the OMR sheet. Hence, the practice on OMR is very important so that they get it into their flow. They should, because majority of people will have English as the first exam.
Exactly.
So this is what they've been giving less importance to, and this is where all testing trying will happen. So I don't want that the OMR which comes to them, which is for them, it's not like an additional sheet they can take and they can keep on crossing and writing. That can't happen. So first of all, they have to be very careful. So for that, practice is required. So they should remember this thing all the time, either a full mark or a zero. That is one thing. Fine. Then another thing is, I've seen certain children tend to be very careless and they attempt the entire paper. For example, in our English paper, 60 questions will be there.
Okay.
And out of 60, different section wise, they have to leave certain questions and do rest of them. So 50 have to be done.
Fine.
So if I have to do 50 questions, I should do 50 only. It's not that I mark all 60. Best is not going to happen. It's not that CBSE will select the best ones. So the first ones will be taken and the next ones which are extra will be taken out. So neither do anything extra, because supposing for the first question 1 to 10, you were doubtful about question 2 and you were doubtful about question 9, but you've done all. Or instead of 9, you were doubtful of question 8 and you've done all. So you'll be given marks for 1 to 8 and 9 and 10 will be crossed out. So the places where you had doubt, supposing that answer turns out to be wrong, still that will be considered as your answer and 9 and 10 is taken away. So better is you leave those 2 and you attempt 8, which you feel are your perfect strong choices. So one is don't attempt extra. Second, there are kids who have a doubt and they feel, I don't know what the answer to this question is. So please don't attempt less number of questions also, since there is no negative marking. Attempt as many questions as you are supposed to do. Only thing that you can do is don't do it in the beginning, leave it till the end. And when you are revising, then at least something, whatever seems to be the closest option, you mark that. Maybe that turns out to be right, because if it is right, you will get the mark for that. If you don't attempt, it will be considered as an unattempted question. So when there is no negative marking, you should not attempt lesser number of questions. Okay. And one very important thing, don't enter your answer in a hasty manner. Don't jump to an answer in a hasty manner. Why? I've read the question. I feel, oh my God, this is the answer. And you immediately start marking it. You read the first option. You are happy. Okay, this is the answer. You mark it. But read the second, third, and fourth option. Probably in those 4 given options, something else is most likely to be the answer. All right. Or probably the 4th one says A and C is the correct answer. So you marked A in a hurry. Now that scribbling and cutting and the follow-up work will happen. So don't be hasty. Read your question, read your options. And when you are reading the question, at times, rather than asking, what do you think is the reason for this? The question says, what do you think are not the reasons for this? So supposing in a hurry, you miss out the word not, your answer is absolutely opposite to what is expected from you. So reading of the question and reading of the options is very important. Read the options, cross out the ones which outrightly appear to be the wrong option. Okay, narrow down on probably maybe one in certain cases. In certain cases where there is a confusion, you may narrow down on 2 options. But there also, leave it, come back to it with a cool and calm frame of mind when you've attempted the rest of the paper. The answer will be crystal clear to you because you've gone through your chapters, you've gone through your practice sessions where you've done your MCQ test based on different topics. So you for sure will be able to reach the correct answer.
Very valuable advice, ma'am. So, and ma'am, like one request has also come. Can we plan such session for the 10th class also?
For sure, sir. I think 10th we can, because they have their paper on 11th. So
Okay.
4th, they'll be free. Majority of them will be free, barring few children who have the minor subjects coming up. So 4th or maybe 5th, we can plan.
Sure, definitely. So all those students, those who have their younger brother, sister in 10th, so they can feel happy that ma'am has agreed for the 10th also. So once again, ma'am, thank you. And anything else you want to add on? And ma'am, you can just pen down all your queries. So ma'am will go through in the chat box, and definitely we will try to answer all your queries left out. And we will try to bring out more videos on this channel, Accounts Guru, on different topics of English which are important and which you can score very good marks. Definitely, in every session, I always learn something new from the ma'am. So I always admire, and whomsoever, it is not only for till class 12th only, even for the higher level also, for the IELTS also, in any help you want, she's always available. So let me tell you, though she's very busy with their own students, but every time whenever we request, ma'am is always available. So ma'am, a lot of gratitude for you, a lot of thanks to you for coming here, and we are learning a lot from you, ma'am. Let me tell you, we have learned a lot from you especially. So looking forward for
You
more
are a
of such
source of learning for all of us.
yeah, ma'am. So looking for more of such sessions, and we have shared the number, and even in the description box, I will share the number. So whomsoever, if you want some brushing tips for the entire syllabus, a short, quick revision for the whole syllabus, we will plan something for you. And I think like 6-7 days are left. and these are sufficient for English. If you study, if you revise the entire syllabus, these days are sufficient to score your dream success, dream marks in English. So all the best from our side. Ma'am, over to you. Just wind up today's session by your words of wisdom, and we will meet them soon in another session.
Okay, sir. So I think we'll keep more of it for the next session, because today I think I've said a lot. I don't want to scare anyone. It's just a word of advice. That is what sir felt, that now if we have a session and we give a wake up call to everybody, so at least they can start with the subject. You keep on continuing with other things that you are doing, the other subjects, but at least now give major part of your day to English, because that needs time, since it has not been given importance. So if you do it today onwards, still the thing will come back on track. There's nothing, no harm has been caused as of now also, if you start it today itself. Because 2-3 days you will go through your topics, and after that your full syllabus revision, you can have the tests and all. So I think things will be done in the right manner. Rest, sir is there to
Wonderful,
take care.
wonderful, wonderful. So this is the final tip, that still time is sufficient for you to score good mark. So all our best wishes. And as we all are committed to serve you better and better. So this was today's an English session. Once again, thank you, ma'am. And looking forward for more sessions. Fine, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
So
Thank you so much.
final bye-bye to all. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye all.